So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the last video, we tried some LLM research and we found out that okay, let's try Ollama with some other models. So for the namesake, I have used LLaMA 3.2 as an experiment. We will go to really lighter models in the future. So basically, once we have the Ollama setup, it doesn't matter which is the model. It is mostly we can just manage it with prompts. So mostly we can go ahead with multiple models once you have Ollama in your system. So here I have tried with LLaMA 3.2, but you necessarily can select whatever open source models that is available with Ollama. So yeah, along with my research, I asked Cursor to write a basic script so that our LLM can interact with the database that we have built. And Cursor has done a basic job, so I'm hoping to look into it, how well it works. So that's what we are going to do today. So basically, we will try to achieve an interaction between our database and our LLM. Yeah. So this is the code that is given to us by Cursor, and as you can see, there are like couple of files that is generated by Cursor, like llmquery.py, inratiquery.py, setup-ollama.py. So we are just going through the fundamental ones like llmquery.py. So once you go through llmquery.py, you can see that our basic data structure is being embedded into our schema is being embedded into the code, and there you can see a sample data which gives the input times and all. Then there is like the execution part of the queries, the connection part. Then there is like the natural structure at which LLM will ask the prompt to the query. So there are some sample examples as well. The LLM or LLaMA 3.2 will look at these queries and will generate a query for us. So that's the whole logic behind it. Cursor has done pretty much a neat job in generating the LLM query. So we will be using that query to interact with our database, and this is the basic structure that we are using here. And after that, once we get the output, we will getting a concise summary from LLaMA 3.2. So we have asked that as well, and our only job is to ask a question to our model LLaMA 3.2. So that is basically covered in our LLM query. And in interactive query, you can see that there are like some logs. Along with that, we are putting out some example questions and loop where we can ask the question, and this particular question is being passed to LLM query, the functions in LLM query, so that we can run it. So the only issue that we faced while running this program was NumPy incompatibility. So I asked Cursor again for a better result. So Cursor rewrote an requirements file and did some test, and yeah, like you can see, it installed NumPy 1.23, and again after that I just had to run that command. It wrote a test for it. I run it again, and I just had to check whether it works right or not. So after that, it was all about pulling our model to our particular repository. So basically, for that, our Ollama has created, Cursor has created a particular file called setup-ollama.py. I just had to run setup-ollama.py. So Ollama is basically like a Docker, and Ollama has lots of files inside in their repository. We just have to pull those models into our local system, and mostly we usually go with LLaMA 3.2 because LLaMA 3.2 is pretty much neat in in almost all LLM tasks. So it took almost 10 minutes to pull this model due to poor internet service. So after that, it's all about running the Python interactive query.py file, and you just ask what is detected. The question we get and generated SQL output or the labels from our output, and we get a summary, and that summary is the answer to our question. We will be testing our models more in detail in the upcoming sessions. So this is what I was hoping to achieve in this particular section. Now I am confused between what is goodbye. I just tried since I saw a goodbye in the code, but no, we had to give exit or quit. Lack of me reading the code, I didn't read the complete code. So yeah, that summarizes what we have done till now. And in the future sessions, we will try to look how well this is working, or should we go for a lighter model, or we will even experiment with lighter models. And after that, our aim is to change our detection part into Raspberry Pi, and the database will be in our system. So the Raspberry Pi should interact with our system, and our LLaMA or our LLM will interact the database in our system and will give a summary to us in the system. So we should look into how well we can send the data from Raspberry Pi to the system in the DB and the DP as well. So that is something that is still pending, and next class or in the next video we will be mostly looking at some experiments to see how well this particular model is working. Thank you.